swear off men that don't respect you. Swear off lazy men, but don't swear off all men, because there are some really great ones out there. Like, no, girls, like, not these extreme beliefs, not these extreme things. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. So let's just be a little bit more positive and do a little bit better, and make more female friendships. Like, if you do not have at least one woman in your life that you respect, admire, look up to, you are doing something wrong. You are doing something wrong. Agree, women also shave off their hair now to protest. Like, what is that? What is that? Why would you shave off your hair? Like, having long hair is something that makes me feel so feminine. I'm not going to reject all these things that make me feel amazing and happy just because it's like I want to punish men. I don't understand this. I think you're just hurting yourself. If you really want to encourage men to do better and change the world, reward the good ones. Like, reward men that treat women really well, respect them. Like, reward those men. And stop giving yourself away so cheaply. Stop posting slutty pictures. Oh my god, there would be so many less problems in the world if girls didn't post slutty pictures. I don't know how to explain this. You guys, men are getting like an overload of beautiful women that they think are accessible to them. And honestly, some of the stuff that these girls post is like borderline pornography. And you know what? I'm not judging you. It's okay if you're 18 years old and you just don't understand like the value of what you're giving away for free. I get it. I was also 18-year-old, like 18 once. I also posted slutty bikini Instagrams once upon a time. And I thought it was empowering, but now when I'm older, I look back and I can see that actually I, it's just like this need for validation and acceptance. I don't know, like, it does boost your self-esteem a little bit, I guess, but you need to find real things to boost your self-esteem. And like, having a gorgeous, I don't know, having like thousands of male followers is not actually the vibe. Yeah, it's not the vibe. It's not the vibe. But more female friendships, please. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. That was just, I honestly, this is only going to be a really quick live. I just wanted to say some things about women and women empowering each other. And I am aware of this big movement happening now post-election. A lot of people are, you know what, guys, you make me so tired. You make me so tired because I think it's just like this very negative victim attitude to say we have no power and like men are awful and they rule the world and they like are doing all these bad things to us. Guys, like, no. No. The only place that's really happening, like, there are places where that's happening, but it's just not in Western countries. It's not happening. So guys, like, you actually have all the power. You have all the power, so just start acting like it. Don't be such a victim. Don't be so negative. Don't be complaining about men mistreating you all day long. If men don't treat you well, it's because you have allowed them to treat you that way. It's really that simple. If you are not happy with the way men are treating you in your life, it's because you are allowing that behavior, which is some medicine for you. Some medicine for you. Okay. I need a baddie to go to festivals with me. How do I do it? Go make friends with her. Go make friends. Go make friends. Okay, guys, that was actually just my little rant this morning about some girly stuff. And I just, yeah. If you guys have any other questions, I will have a minute to answer. Agreed. If you're not being treated well, leave, know your worth, accept what it was, and move on. Exactly. Like, if you are staying around someone that treated you badly because you are hoping it's going to get better, it doesn't normally get better. If someone doesn't actually respect, value you, he's not going to, just because you give him more time and give him more chances, he's going to take them for granted. He's not going to change. Men do not really change. This is also something girls need to accept. Like, men don't normally really change, and yeah, like, this, I can get very upset about this stuff. I would be a lot more ruthless with someone's values and integrity. I wouldn't just give any guy a chance. Oh, yeah, but there are so many wonderful men and so many women being treated, like, so many women are being treated so well, which is actually great. It's not like it's all doom and gloom and so sad. There are so many girls out there that are just being treated so well, like so well, and that could be you. That could be you. and it will be you if you want it to be, you know? Like, if you want to be one of the girls getting princess treatment and being loved and taken care of by her man, like, it will be you if you choose. Do you still have the free trial period in school? I do still have the free trial period. Yeah, if there's any of you guys that want to have a look at the group, there is some really good stuff on there now. I have been uploading a lot more things, and yeah, I'm gonna update it now so we do a weekly masterclass. I think it's really fun. So instead of having like these Q&A slots on the group, I'm gonna do a weekly masterclass and present a topic and just teach you guys, like basically walk you guys through like one module a week together. And I'll put the recording on the group as well. But yeah, there's still free trial period. Go have a look. It's 22. It's still 22 for the next few weeks, a month, and then it's going to go up to 33. But the price you join at is the price that you keep. And I also have some testimonials on there if you guys want to have a look about what some of the other girls in the group said, which is really sweet. I love that so much. I love it so much. So maybe we should actually have a look together quickly. I'll show you guys. Ooh. Okay, never mind. How do I turn this on? Oh. You know what? Never mind. Never mind. Okay, so that was my rant this morning about female friendships. And yeah, guys, you are not a victim in this life. You're not a victim in any way. If you don't like something about your circumstances that you're in right now, you can change it. You can change it. No one is forcing you to stay stuck in the job that you hate. No one is forcing you to stay in a city that you don't want to be in. No one is forcing you to be friends with people that you don't actually like. No one is forcing you to be in a relationship with someone that doesn't treat you well. No one is forcing you to do these things. And if you are in a situation like this, it's really easy to put the blame on other people because then you don't have to take accountability for it yourself. But it's not like, okay, you might feel better if you blame someone else, but it's not gonna, like, then you are still stuck in that horrible situation. So yeah, life is too short. Life is too short for that. Life is too short for that. And I think once you start making changes in one area of your life, you see it in every other area. And I think for a lot of us girls, our relationships are a really big part of our life. And that's fine. Like, it is okay to have a relationship be something that's very important for you and something that you spend a lot of time on. That's so okay. That's so okay. But it shouldn't be your only source of happiness. So it shouldn't be your only source of happiness. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about dating, relationships, you can go ahead and ask me. But I'm just this morning I felt very important for me to talk to you guys about. Yeah. I also think that being around a girl that really inspires you, like being around someone that really makes you go, wow, she is doing amazing. Like, wow, there's something about her that's so special. You need to be around women like that. And not just around women that look good. Like, don't just be following a bunch of girls on TikTok just because like they are so pretty, and like it's not actually, like, in the real world, people are not just looking at you, they are talking to you. And I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there's some people that are very like beautiful online, and then in real life they like stand in the corner and don't really have any energy. So I think, yeah, I also think that's why, I don't know, I think social media has done some weird things to our brains in a lot of ways. And I think it's also really, like, the way to be magnetic and attractive as a woman is not just to be, like, the hottest girl there and stand in the corner, like, with no, like, the way to be the most magnetic, beautiful, attractive version of yourself is to be having the most fun, like, to be so present, like, to be really present and enjoying the moment and, like, being authentic. Because after all, beauty is only skin deep, and people will be attracted to you for the way that you look, but if you don't have any substance or anything deeper, anything, like, feminine energy is not just being pretty. Being pretty is important, and like looking after yourself is important, sure, and it is valuable. But if you think that that's all it takes, no, 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 no. And if you spend like 2 hours a day worrying about how you look, but 0 hours a day, like, I don't know, learning something new, developing something inside, helping other people, again, no, like, not it, not it. You'll be surprised. I think you are the most beautiful when you are giving back the most. Okay. Hey girl, I was wondering why every guy I've been talking to is always pulling away after knowing me, like at the beginning stage. You know what, it could be because you share too much too soon. You know, if you are too hungry for connection with someone or emotional support, men get scared off really easily. So this is one reason. The other thing, it is natural for men to pull away a little bit in the beginning stage. So you kind of need to have good resistance for that. You need to have good like tolerance for rejection, because men naturally do pull away to test what your response is going to be. And if when a man pulls away, you get desperate, clingy, you know, like you suffocate him more, he loses attraction to you, because like now men never want to be trapped, especially successful guys. Like they never want to be trapped. So yeah, maybe you can tell me a little bit more, then I can keep helping you with that one. But it can also happen, by the way. Do they pull away after you sleep together? Do they pull away after you give them some kind of sexual, like, do you give them some kind of, you know, some kind of validation? If you give in to something too quickly, then it's very normal. Like, men will pull away. Damn true, are sending voice notes desperate. Depends how many you send, how often you send them, what you're saying in the voice note. So like a voice note is not a bad thing on its own, but don't be chasing a man too much in the beginning. You know, like let him come to you. Of course, be interested, initiate things, but don't suffocate him. Don't suffocate him, and don't, again, never make one man your total focus. Like, never make one man your total focus, because then in your head you are going cuckoo crazy, worrying about his every thought and all that stuff. So, I didn't sleep with anyone, lol, I've just been texting. Maybe you've also been texting too much. But again, girls, like, it's also normal. A lot of men will get freaked out if they realize you have high standards and high expectations. And this is also natural if they pull away at this point. So honestly, you should be okay with like 70% of the men, or 80% of the men even, that you talk to, like, not following through. Because if men don't follow through with you, it's either because you're not easy enough, you're not easy and they realize it's too much work, or they're bored of you. So, okay, let's see what Mommy said here. I'm currently seeing 2 guys in an attempt to not put all my eggs in one basket. Okay, I love that. Part 2, things have progressed with both. How do I choose? You know what? It's a great sign. If it's such a hard choice, it's a really great sign. And it's okay. It's not supposed to be an easy choice. Like, if you have been lucky enough to find 2 great guys and things are going well with both, you're always going to have, like, at the back of your head, like, oh my god, like, what about the other guy? Like, so this is what you must do. You are going to have to choose now. Like, as soon as things get serious, as soon as you like sleeping with someone, at this point you choose. And honestly, I guess one of them needs to ask you to make it exclusive or step it up. So for the next, like, be very aware of what happens over this, like, next period. And if there's one that is, like, really, you know, like, planning things, making big gestures, and yeah, he is stepping up, this is the one you must choose. Don't just choose the one you, like, yeah. Choose the one that's, like, really making an effort to be with you. Choose the one that's really making an effort to be with you. But don't burn the bridges with the other one. Like, you must end this in a classy way so that you always have the other one as a backup. Because honestly, girls, that's how you do it. Like, these men that you talk to, you should never treat them badly, never disrespect them. Don't, like, if you see him again in the future and you are single, it means you could rekindle things. Like, that's how you must end it. So end it in a really classy way. You just say, hey, like, I'm actually seeing someone else now, or yeah. But how do you choose? You know what? I'm sure you have a gut feeling about which one to choose. And don't just go by the richest one. Don't just go by the hottest one. Like, go by the way you feel. Which of the two, which friendship group is a big one. Which social circle do you want to be a part of more? Like, which life do you feel more comfortable stepping into? And it's not always the richest one. It literally is like, and it's not only by the way he treats you, I think it's really by how you feel when you're with him. So like one guy might treat you better, but you might not be comfortable being yourself. So you need to be with the guy that, like, I don't know, I like to be with someone that like inspires me, but also pushes me a little bit. I don't want someone that just like does everything for me and like has like someone that I like to be with someone that actually sees my potential and like wants to encourage me to grow into the best version of myself. So I think I do like to be with someone that challenges me a little. I don't want to be with someone that just like gives it, like just gives with no, what can I say? Like yeah. I hope that helped. I hope that helped. Maybe I should just pull my energy or match his energy. Okay, girls, I do have to go. I do have to go now. This was just a quick little chat. Should they be aware that I'm dating a few men at the moment? You know what? There's mixed school of thought on this one. I think it's totally fine. I think it's totally fine. I wouldn't hide it. I wouldn't hide it. Especially if like people talk, cities are not that big. It's much worse to pretend that you're not and then you get found out. So just be really classy, but I would not hide it. I haven't hidden it when I've done it, and it's actually fine. It's actually totally fine. You do not have to hide that you're dating multiple guys, but you need to have acted so, classy and appropriate that in his mind he's not thinking, oh my god, she's sleeping around with other people. So from Heather, should I stop trying with guys and let them message me first? No, I don't think you should stop trying, but girl, like it's very hard for me to give you such detailed advice with so little information. So some girls are way too much. Some girls are like very desperate and do too much and scare men off like that. But at the same time, I do think women need to initiate from time to time. And I honestly think that if a man really likes you and wants to be with you, as long as you don't chase in a weak way, you can actually push someone in a positive way. So I'm not going to tell you yes or no for this one, because it does just depend. It does just depend. But I think deep down, okay, I guess I can have one thing for you. Like deep down, you really have to believe that you are amazing and that these guys would be lucky to be with you and that they want to be with you. So work on being that version of yourself. And if you are that person and you genuinely believe like, wow, I am amazing, incredible, like I'm such a good listener, like I build people up, people like themselves more after they spend time with me, people are more confident after they spend time with me, people learn something from me, I am like generous with my energy. Like if you believe this about yourself, then I think you handle rejection a lot better, because even if someone does not want you, someone does ghost you or withdraw, in your head you're just thinking, okay, like his loss. No, he didn't appreciate it, not for him. And the other thing is you have to be really confident with your standards and really confident that you are worth it. Oh, wait. Can you guys hear me? Oh my god, is the audio bad? I need to be doing more tests with this. Is it better now? Guys, tell me if it's okay, quick. Okay, I'm just gonna keep talking. Okay, maybe I just need to hold it like this. Sorry, it's actually my first time using these headphones today. I really like the headphone vibe. It gives much more ASMR. It's like way more relaxing. It's way more relaxing. So yeah. Girls, but the thing is, rejection is a really natural part of life, and I have been rejected many, many, many times by men, and you know what? Often I got obsessed. Like often if you're gorgeous, but you still have some deep down, like you still deep down inside need validation from men to feel beautiful. Like you look in the mirror, you feel beautiful, but if a man rejects you, then you come home and you feel bad, ugly, worthless. Like if rejection from a man triggers all these feelings inside you, don't feel ashamed. It's very normal. Okay guys, this is actually just makeup on my hand. I'm not burnt. Look at this like lipstick. Wow. I made my own red blush, and it's this like crazy waterproof lipstick, and literally I did it, like I've washed my hands so many times, I've showered, and it still hasn't come off. So approved for long wear blush. Okay. No way, how did you master the art of detachment? At some point, you will just get the ick for men that treat you badly. Like, that's what detachment is that when someone treats you badly, you don't go, oh, what's wrong with me? How can I make them treat me better? You go, ick. Like, ick, this behavior is a turn off for me. I'm not attracted to someone that treats me this way. Like, that's what the law of detachment really is in dating, is just that fine, fair enough, like, you really like someone, it's going really well, but then they start being inconsistent, weird, like, making all these triggering comments, and it's just not the person who you thought they were. And then instead of you going in a downward spiral and thinking like, oh my god, like, I want them back, I want it to be how it was before, why, like, it was so special in the beginning, it's not that way anymore, like, how can I get that feeling back? Instead of going down that path, you go down the path of like, this behavior, inconsistent, weird, not adding up, I'm losing attraction to you by the minute, like, I am losing attachment by the second. So this is what you got to do. When someone does something that you don't like, you don't take it personally, you just get the ick. Like, you just get the ick. And by the way, this applies for friendships too. This applies for literally everything. Whenever someone in your life does something that you really hate, don't take it personally. Just get the ick. Like, you, ick, 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 ick. And yeah, actually this works really well with friendships. I've been friends with girls where we were super close friends, and like, it was really amazing, and then at some point they just did something, like, they consistently did these weird things, and me, instead of getting like upset and heartbroken, I just got the ick for them as a human being. I was like, okay, this is like, I'm not spending time with this person. Okay, when you say rejected, was it always direct or indirect? Because it was indirectly for me. I think it's mostly indirectly, right? Like, the way a man rejects you is he just stops trying, he stops messaging you, he stops initiating, he doesn't come up to you when he sees you. Like, I guess we don't often get directly rejected by a guy because you have to put yourself, but if you want to get directly rejected, you have to walk up to him and say, hey, I really like you, like, what happened, blah, blah, blah. That's the only way you're going to get direct rejection, which, by the way, I have actually also had, because I am not like a shy, quiet girl. If someone does that to me, even when I was younger and more stupid, if a guy was ghosting me or something, I would go up to him in person and be like, hey, like, what is the deal? And it happened one time where the guy literally was like, no, like, I don't like you. That was so humbling for me. It was really humbling, and I was obsessed with him for 2 years after that point. But actually, like, girl, like, why? For what? For what? Literally, for what? Me now, if that happened, I honestly, like, no. Honestly, no. And this is also such a big reason why I made this channel, because I think we take rejection way too personally, and it is not a bad thing to be rejected by someone that doesn't treat you well. Like, say thank you, universe, that this person that doesn't even like me, respect me, doesn't want to be with me, because now I am being challenged to like fix my fix something in me. So yeah, guys, like, honestly, the more rejection you go through in life, the better. You learn so much from rejection. It makes you so much stronger. So girls, like, embrace it fully. And by the way, this goes in every part of your life. Like, if you can handle rejection with boys, then you'll also handle rejection better in your career, like with your friends. You will have like more stamina to try new things. You will not be so hard on yourself. So girls, like, being rejected, it just means, honestly, being rejected either just means that, like, there's room to grow, there's room to improve, or this situation is not for you. So yes, it's okay to message first, but read the room, and I would not message first repeatedly, and honestly, like, I wouldn't message first most of the time. So okay, girls, I really have to go. Okay, last story, and then I'm on here. Can you tell us your embarrassing moment with a guy? How did you cope? I have so many embarrassing moments with guys, to be honest. I have had so many embarrassing moments in the past. So I think I like this theme of rejection. So I can share something. I have honestly too many. I have too many. Okay, what is a good one to do with rejection? Well, you know what, when I was, how old was I? 18 or 19. 18 or 19, there was this boy that I had such a big crush on. We went to the same school. It was a boarding school, and honestly, I was obsessed with him for, like, not that long, like 2 or 3 months. I was obsessed with him. Okay, because he had a big summer glow up, and I was like, oh, hello. And he was honestly, like, he was pretty good looking. And then he sent me lots of messages, like, for weeks, and was like flirting with me, and you know, like everyone was like, oh, he likes you, he's looking for a girlfriend. I said, perfect. Then we spent some time together, and I was like, oh, you know, okay. And I thought we were becoming boyfriend girlfriend. Yeah. And then there was a 1 week of holiday where everyone went home, and I sent him like Snapchats while I was away, and he didn't even open my Snapchat messages. And if you guys know how completely humbling this is, like imagine like feeling yourself like feeling all pretty and a bit tipsy, and you take a video and you send it to someone and they don't even open it. It was so humiliating. Like I checked my Snapchat every day that whole week, and he just didn't open the message. I was like, what the heck? Like, excuse me? What is going on? And then we got back to school, and then like I find out from the grapevine that he actually has got a girlfriend. Like he actually just like in that 1 week holiday started hooking up with a different girl from the school, and they were boyfriend girlfriend now. Like when I tell you this took me probably 2 years to get over. I'm not even exaggerating. Like because firstly he had been after me for more than a year, and then we, you know, like then I thought we were becoming boyfriend girlfriend, and then he just, yeah, like 1 week of holiday break and he was hooking up with a new girl the next week. And when I tell you this humbled me so hard. He didn't open the Snapchat. Like he didn't open it until like 10 days after I sent it or something. And at that point I was just so humiliated. Like it was me sending like a little cute flirty drunk Snapchat. Meanwhile, he's been hooking up with another girl the whole week long and just not opening my message. And I fully thought we were about to be boyfriend girlfriend. Like I thought he was going to ask me to be his girlfriend after the holiday. That's where it was going. Like we were spending more time together, talking, like all this cutesy stuff. And that was the day I realized men completely lie. That was the day I realized men lie, and honestly, girls, like, there's no shame. There is no shame in, like, honestly, like, putting a man through a bit of a test before you give him anything. And if I could go back in time, you know what? You know what? Like, I did get my karma. Like, he did come and try again and, like, come up to me several times, like, in the years that followed. And every time I was just like, you get away from me. Like, get away. I have no interest. Leave me alone. And we still go to the same gym. So sometimes I do still see him now, and he comes up to talk to me, and I'm like, bye-bye. Like, you lost your chance. Go away. Okay, I did have to tell you guys that. So you know what? It does all work out in the end. So just keep glowing up. And honestly, there is no better karma than years later being way hotter, like way better style, being with a way better man, and then he comes up to you and he's like, hey, how are you? Like, do you want to get a glass of wine? And you say, no, I don't. Oh, yeah. You know what? The thing is, I don't even care. Like, at this point, I don't care. You know, if this man regrets it or not, like, whatever. You know, like, I'm happier, and every part of my life is much better now. But yes, that rejection was one of my villain origin stories. Like, that, it just, like, honestly, like, the audacity of a man to talk to you for more than a year and be after you for more than a year, and then he finally gets what he wants, and 1 week later, he is with someone new. It just shook me to my core, like completely shook me to my core. And I feel like girls, like, these are the transformative experiences you have as a teenager. It's like it happens to you as a teenager because you just don't understand what men will do to have access to your body. Like they will put in so much effort, like way more effort than you could even understand. And then as soon as they get it, gone. Then they don't care anymore. So do not ever, no situationships ever, no situationships. Like, do not do it. Don't do it. Okay, girls, I actually really have to go. I'm going to be late. But this was just such a tea story I had to tell you. No, he was Danish. Also, girls, Danish, Scandinavian men that are too good looking. Careful. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I just had to tell you this story. So, please, if you want my help, if you want one-on-one help with me, if you want to be part of a community of women with the same values as you, go have a look at my group. There's a link in my bio. You can get a free trial. Yeah. Honestly, if you are looking for a sign to make a change in your relationships and in the way you act with men and in the way you show up for yourself as a woman, like, give it a try. Give it a try for the next few weeks of the year. See if you can start the new year, like, as a new woman, because I believe that you can do it. Okay, I love you guys so much. I really have to go. You kept me on here longer than I was supposed to be on here. So